What if I told you the fairy tale baby story that Brat and Judy sold to the world wasn't as perfect as it looked? Behind the smiles, the Instagram posts, and the reality show cameras, there's a darker truth that fans, insiders, and even family members have whispered about for months. And now, explosive new rumors are tearing their marriage apart. From shocking claims that their pregnancy was nothing more than a PR stunt, to wild accusations that they deliberately chose a white sperm donor for clout. This isn't just about a baby, it's about betrayal, manipulation, and the kind of secrets that could shatter any relationship. But that's
Don't ignore me. Bad enough, my child can't get a "What's up, Lil James? How you doing? How things going?" You know, all he got was lies like, "Hey, I'm gonna take you here for your birthday." Never happened. "I'm gonna take you here just because." Never happened.
That's not even the most jaw-dropping part. Because insiders claim the real truth about their baby's father was never supposed to come out, and when it did, it pushed Brat and Judy to the brink of divorce. Did Judy hide details that even Brat didn't know? Was this baby part of a calculated plan all along? And did the pressure of keeping those secrets finally explode behind closed doors? Stay with me, because the truth about Brat, Judy, and baby true legend will leave you speechless. Brat and Jessica Judy Dupart were supposed to be hip-hop's ultimate love story, a power couple that mixed music royalty with entrepreneurial dominance. But behind the glossy magazine covers, the viral Instagram posts, and the carefully packaged reality show moments, there's a tangled mess of secrets, betrayals, and decisions that left fans questioning whether their marriage was built on love or on strategy. Let's rewind. When Brat first went public with her relationship in 2020, it wasn't just a personal revelation, it was a cultural moment. Brat, known for her tough, tomboyish image in the rap game, had always been elusive about her private life. Fans were stunned when she suddenly shared a gushy Instagram post celebrating Judy. It was raw, emotional, and unexpected, instantly making headlines. For many, it was a breath of fresh air, the tough rapper finally letting her guard down and living authentically. From there, things only got bigger. The couple starred in their own reality show, Brat Loves Judy, where their love was put on full display for the cameras. Fans saw their flirtations, their fights, their reconciliations, and their big dreams of starting a family together. The show painted them as a glamorous but relatable couple navigating the highs and lows of fame, fortune, and family planning. By February 2022, they sealed the deal with a lavish wedding that looked straight out of a fairy tale. Horse-drawn carriages, celebrity guests, tearful vows, and a reception that had social media buzzing for weeks. At the time, everything looked picture perfect. But insiders whispered that even then, cracks were beginning to show. Judy was allegedly the financial backbone of the relationship, juggling her successful beauty empire while Brat's career, though legendary, wasn't bringing in the same kind of revenue. Some claim that Judy's frustration about always being the provider simmered beneath the surface. Even as she smiled for the cameras, still, the dream of having a child together became the centerpiece of their story. When Brat announced in 2023 that she was pregnant through IVF using Judy's eggs, the internet exploded with congratulations. It was groundbreaking, a hip-hop legend in her late 40s embracing motherhood with her wife by her side. The pregnancy was presented as nothing short of a miracle, a journey filled with hope, tears, and joy. But that's when the whispers turned into roars. First came the controversy over the sperm donor. When fans discovered they had chosen a white donor, the backlash was immediate and brutal. Critics accused them of seeking clout, of wanting a mixed-race baby to grab attention, and of rejecting black donors in a way that reeked of internalized bias. Judy tried to defend the decision, claiming there were almost no viable black donors that fit their genetic requirements. But the damage was done. The couple's joyous announcement turned into a PR nightmare, with social media dragging them day and night. And then came the second scandal, the baby's name. True legend. At first, it sounded like a bold, iconic choice. But almost immediately, Judy's former best friend, Shayna, clapped back publicly, accusing her of stealing the names of her two sons, True and Legend. She blasted Judy online, warning her to back off and threatening to expose years of evil ways if the couple didn't stop trying to capitalize off her family. The drama was ugly, personal, and impossible to ignore suddenly. What should have been a season of celebration turned into a season of chaos. Fans started questioning everything. Was the pregnancy genuine, or just a storyline for Brat Loves Judy? Was their love authentic, or was Judy the savvy businesswoman orchestrating everything as part of her brand empire? And most importantly, if everything was fine, why were rumors swirling that the couple was on the verge of divorce? Insiders began to whisper about fights behind closed doors. Allegedly, Judy felt unappreciated carrying the financial weight while Brat enjoyed the spotlight. Brat, on the other hand, reportedly felt blindsided by Judy's growing coldness and the whispers that Judy had been unfaithful with a man no less. For a couple who had symbolized love, unity, and pride, the possibility of infidelity wasn't just betrayal. It was devastation. Fans couldn't look away. Every Instagram post was dissected. Every cryptic caption sparked speculation. And while Judy went online to slam fake news and deny divorce rumors, the questions only grew louder. Were Brat and Judy really in love, or were they just in business? Was baby true legend the miracle they had always wanted, or the biggest PR stunt of their careers? And most chilling of all, what was the real truth about the baby's father that insiders swore was never supposed to see the light of day? Because according to whispers in the industry, the choice of donor wasn't just controversial, it was explosive. And the fallout from that choice may have been what almost tore Brat and Judy apart for good. And this? Right here is where the real story begins. Everything looked glossy on the outside. But the moment baby true legend entered the world, the scandals began to unravel one after the other, and each one hit harder than the last. What should have been the happiest chapter in DA? Brat and Judy's love story quickly became the most toxic one. And it all started with whispers that grew too loud to ignore. The first grenade was the white sperm donor backlash. When fans realized the couple hadn't used a black donor, the internet lit up with rage. Twitter threads accused them of self-hate. Blogs claimed they were chasing clout with a light-skinned baby, and trolls labeled it the ultimate betrayal of their culture. Judy tried to explain that only one black donor fit their requirements, but that he looked...
I was just happy, and we were joking around one day saying, I'm gonna post it. I said, no, I'm gonna post it. And she was trying to beat me to it, and I was trying to beat her to it. Then when she posted, I was like, I guess we just came out. Oh my God. And I was like, oh my God, but I got so much love and so many people saying wonderful things to me, supportive things. Like, I'm talking 98 to 2% negative of the haters and trolls that have to exist and live in.
He looked like Jiminy Cricket. That single comment went viral and made everything worse. People said it wasn't about availability, it was about preference. They accused Brat and Judy of choosing controversy to stay relevant. But then came the name scandal, and this one was personal. Judy's former best friend Shayna didn't just call them out, she declared war. Her two sons' names were True and Legend, and she blasted Judy for stealing them. She posted furious rants, warning that she would expose Judy's wicked ways and threatening to release receipts. I don't do well with demons trying to attack my children. I am ready for war, Shayna wrote. Screenshots of her posts spread like wildfire. Fans started questioning if Judy had intentionally used the names to taunt her ex-bestie, turning what was supposed to be a celebration into a feud that looked personal and vindictive. Insiders whispered that Brat was blindsided by this. She allegedly told friends she never wanted to get tangled up in Judy's past beefs. But now here she was, tied to a baby name scandal that made her look like a co-conspirator. The marriage tension grew. Sources claimed Brat began asking Judy why she didn't tell her how deep the history went with Shayna, and why she dragged their baby into old grudges. And just when things couldn't look any uglier came the first shocking twist. Blogs began to circulate whispers that the real father of baby True Legend wasn't the anonymous donor from the bank at all. Anonymous insiders claimed Judy hadn't been completely truthful about the process. Some alleged that the couple had chosen a donor connected to someone Judy once knew personally. Others went further, suggesting Brat herself had no idea about the donor's true identity, and that Judy had kept it hidden. The theory exploded because it made sense of everything: the secrecy, the donor controversy, the defensive explanations, and the strange slip-ups Judy made in interviews. If the father wasn't who they claimed, then the backlash wasn't just random hate, it was fallout from a lie. Fans began scouring every clip of Brat Loves Judy, every interview, every post for clues. Did Judy slip up when she laughed nervously about the donor? Did Brat's shocked face in one episode mean she'd just learned something on camera? TikTok creators stitched footage together, pointing out inconsistencies, and within days, hashtags like #TrueLegendScandal and #BabyForClout were trending behind closed doors. The alleged fights between Brat and Judy grew louder. Sources claimed Brat confronted Judy about the donor rumors, demanding answers. Was this all true? Did she hide something? Did Judy use Brat's pregnancy as part of a branding play, while controlling the narrative in a way that made Brat feel powerless? Judy, on the other hand, was reportedly furious that Brat didn't defend her harder online. She allegedly accused Brat of letting the internet turn against her, and the tension turned ugly. Friends of the couple whispered that Brat had even walked out during one heated argument, saying, "You turned my miracle into a marketing plan." By now, the media frenzy was unstoppable. Every day brought a new receipt, a new blog headline, a new YouTube commentary dissecting their every move. What had started as criticism over a donor had turned into a full-blown scandal about honesty, loyalty, and betrayal. And just when it looked like the couple might ride it out with PR spin, Shayna resurfaced this time, claiming she had evidence that Judy deliberately manipulated Brat into agreeing to the pregnancy on terms she didn't fully understand. She teased screenshots and hinted at voice notes, sending fans into a frenzy of speculation. So here's the cliffhanger. If those leaks were real, they could prove that Brat wasn't just blindsided by Judy's feud or by public backlash, but by her own wife's choices. And if that truth came out, it wouldn't just tarnish their image. It could blow their entire marriage apart. If you thought the drama around Brat and Judy's baby scandal couldn't get any more explosive, buckle up, because the next phase took things from messy to catastrophic. The whispers about the donor, the accusations from Judy's ex-best friend, the relentless trolling online, all of that was just the setup. What came next left fans, insiders, and even fellow celebrities speechless. The storm truly erupted when Shayna, yes, Judy's former best friend turned sworn enemy, finally dropped what she promised: screenshots, alleged leaked texts, and the kind of cryptic audio that was just clear enough to send social media into a tailspin. In one of the screenshots, allegedly between Judy and a close confidant, Judy is seen writing, "Brat doesn't need to know everything, as long as the story makes sense for the show." Another showed a contact saved as donor, texting Judy, "Just don't use my name. You promised this would stay private," whether real or fabricated. These posts spread like wildfire across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Fans were screaming, "This confirms it. The donor isn't anonymous at all. It's someone Judy knows personally." And then came the audio clip. A muffled conversation supposedly between Judy and Shayna back when they were still friends. You could hear Judy's voice laughing. "It's not about the kid, it's about the brand. People eat this up." That one sentence, real or not, was enough to blow the scandal wide open. Within hours, hashtags like #BabyForClout and #JudyExposed were trending globally. Brat, who had been relatively quiet while Judy battled the trolls, suddenly found herself cornered. Fans began tagging her directly, demanding answers. Was she complicit in the scheme? Or was she just another victim of Judy's alleged manipulation? For someone as tough and private as Brat, this was a nightmare. The woman who once rapped about keeping it real was now at the center of a scandal that screamed fake. And then the most shocking reveal of all hit the blogs, the rumor about the donor's true identity. 1. Gossip site claimed the donor wasn't just some random stranger from a cryobank. They alleged he was a man Judy had a history with. Some whispered it was an ex. Others claimed it was a business associate. A few even pushed the narrative that it could have been someone Brat knew, and that the betrayal cut so deep. Brat nearly packed her bags. No one could prove it, but the idea spread so quickly that it no longer mattered. In the court of public opinion, the damage was already done. What made this even worse was Judy's response. Instead of staying silent, she clapped back online with fiery posts, calling the leaks fake, the blogs desperate, and Shayna a bitter ex-friend clout-chasing. But her anger only fueled the fire. Screenshots of her rants went viral with captions like, "If it wasn't true, why is she so mad?" Meanwhile, Brat's silence became deafening. Fans began speculating that the rapper wasn't just embarrassed, she was broken. Commenters swore they noticed tension in her body language whenever she appeared with Judy. And paparazzi photos of Brat looking stone-faced outside their Atlanta home only added fuel to the narrative. And then came the celebrity reactions. On Instagram Live, Tamar Braxton shaded the situation, saying, "If your love story needs lies and gimmicks to sell, was it ever real to begin with?" Love and hip-hop star Yandi Smith posted a cryptic tweet. "Sometimes the truth about who you share a bed with hurts worse than the lies outsiders tell." Even 50 Cent chimed in, posting a meme with the caption, "PR babies ain't the move." SMH, his post alone racked up over 100,000 comments in less than 24 hours. The industry was now divided. Some defended Brat, saying she deserved better and that Judy had dragged her into chaos she didn't sign up for. Others accused Brat of being fully aware, claiming she had no problem playing along until the backlash got too big to handle. But here's the kicker. The leaked receipts didn't just create chaos online. According to insiders, they triggered a massive fight behind closed doors. Allegedly, Brat confronted Judy, demanding to know once and for all who the donor really was. Rumors say Judy broke down, admitting there were details she never shared. Details she claimed didn't matter because the baby is ours. But for Brat, it wasn't just about the baby. It was about trust. The couple's heated argument reportedly got so bad that Brat stormed out of their Atlanta mansion. Spending several nights away from Judy, friends close to her whispered that she was questioning not just her marriage, but everything she thought she knew about Judy. And as word of that private fallout leaked to the press, headlines screamed, "Brat and Judy marriage in crisis over baby scandal." The shocking reveal was no longer about one decision. It was about an avalanche of lies, half-truths, and betrayals that seemed to keep multiplying. The fairy tale was over. And in its place was a nightmare playing out in real time for the world to see. And yet, this was still not the end. Because just as Brat and Judy tried to regain control of the S-Gist when the internet thought it had peaced. Together, the full picture of Brat and Judy's baby scandal, the situation detonated again. This time with actual leaked footage that sent shockwaves across every corner of social media. What had started as whispers about shady donor choices and PR stunts spiraled into a full-blown war of receipts, betrayals, and accusations that nobody saw coming. The footage was first uploaded anonymously to Twitter late at night. Within minutes, it was ripped, reshared, and reposted on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. The clip was grainy, clearly recorded in secret. But what mattered wasn't the quality. It was the content in the video. Judy could allegedly be heard telling someone off camera, "It doesn't matter who the donor is. What matters is the story we're selling. Brat wanted a miracle. I gave her one. The rest don't matter." Those words were enough to ignite a digital inferno. Fans immediately pounced, calling Judy a manipulator, a mastermind. And even worse, someone who used her wife's dreams of motherhood as a business move. But the footage didn't stop there. Another clip surfaced the next morning showing Judy and an unidentified man in what appeared to be a heated conversation. His voice was partially distorted, but some fans swore it matched the rumored real donor. At one point, the man allegedly said, "You promised my name would never get out. This wasn't supposed to be public." Judy's voice snapped back, "Then don't open your mouth. I'm not losing everything over this." That one exchange flipped the scandal upside down. For months, critics had speculated that the donor wasn't anonymous. Now, this video seemed to confirm it. The idea that Judy not only knew the donor, but had ties to him, possibly romantic or business-related, fueled a wave of theories. Was the entire sperm bank narrative a cover-up? Did Brat even know? Social media went nuclear. TikTok creators stitched the clip with captions like, "Judy, lead. Brat deserves the truth." On Twitter, users posted memes of Brat looking heartbroken, with hashtags like #JusticeForBrat and #DonorGate trending within hours. YouTube commentators dissected every second of the audio, slowing it down, boosting the background noise, and analyzing Judy's tone like detectives cracking a crime scene. But the fallout wasn't limited to fans. Mainstream outlets jumped in too. TMZ ran with the headline, "Da Brat and Judy, baby donor drama, who's the real father?" The Shade Room blasted out the leaked footage to its millions of followers, sparking thousands of furious comments. Even more shocking, daytime talk shows like The View and The Breakfast Club picked it up, with hosts openly debating whether Brat had been manipulated by Judy from the start. Celebrities joined in as well. Tamar Braxton doubled down, posting, "When you play with love like it's a business, don't act surprised when the business crumbles." Love and Hip Hop's Rashida chimed in cryptically, "The truth always comes out. Always." Even Snoop Dogg shaded the drama by posting a baby emoji with the caption, "Not my business, but damn." Behind closed doors, sources say Brat was devastated. Allegedly, she confronted Judy again, this time demanding the name of the donor point blank. Insiders whispered that Brat broke down in tears, telling Judy, "You robbed me of my choice. You robbed me of trust." Some even claimed Brat briefly considered separating, especially after friends urged her to protect herself and the baby from the circus. And here's where the second twist hit. While Judy fought to deny the footage was real, Shayna, remember her, popped back up online with yet another cryptic bombshell. She posted a message on Instagram stories saying, "This is just the beginning. Y'all ain't seen the ugliest part yet." Fans immediately began speculating that she had even more receipts, possibly linking Judy's so-called donor to a secret affair. By this point, the internet wasn't asking if Judy lied. It was demanding to know how much she lied. Every moment of their reality show, every gushy Instagram post, every sweet caption was re-examined like evidence in a trial. Clips of Brat saying, "I can't believe he came out of me," feels like a dream were spliced with Judy's alleged leaked audio, painting Brat as the innocent, emotional victim of a calculated con. But the most chilling detail? Some insiders claimed Judy wasn't scared of the backlash. She was scared of what might come next. Allegedly, if the donor's true identity became public, it could connect to something bigger, something that could ruin not just her marriage, but her entire brand. Fans are left wondering what else is being hidden. Was Judy protecting her family or protecting herself? And most of all, how much longer can Da Brat stay silent before the truth finally breaks her too? Because if Shayna really does have more to drop, this scandal hasn't even reached its peak yet, Tori. A new wave of leaked footage threatened to destroy everything they had left. The leaked clips didn't just rattle Da Brat and Judy's household. They shook the entire internet and sent ripples through the music industry, the reality TV sphere, and even the LGBTQIA+ community. Suddenly, everyone had an opinion and nobody was holding back. The public reaction was immediate and vicious. On Twitter, #DonorGate trended for 3 straight days. One fan tweeted, "Brat deserves better. She wanted love. Judy gave her lies." Another shot back, "Y'all are reaching. Every IVF journey is complicated. Stop dragging their baby into this mess." The divide was brutal. Half of social media painted Brat as a victim of manipulation. while the other half accused her of being fully aware and playing along until the receipts blew up. TikTok became ground zero for fan investigations. Creators stitched together every suspicious moment, from Brat loves Judy, Judy's nervous laughter, Brat's puzzled glances, even background details like Judy accidentally cutting off questions in interviews. One viral video with over 3 million views was titled, "10 Signs Judy Was Hiding the Truth from Day One." Meanwhile, fan edits of Brat crying in old reality show scenes, paired with captions like "She deserved real love, not lies," left viewers in tears. On YouTube, commentators and gossip channels cashed in big. Bloggers like Tasha K and Armin Wiggins dedicated hours to dissecting the scandal, each claiming to have insider sources confirming that Judy had been less than honest about the donor. And every video drew hundreds of thousands of views, proving the world couldn't look away. The industry reactions were just as messy. Within hip-hop, artists weighed in subtly and not so subtly. Jermaine Dupri, who famously walked Brat down the aisle at her wedding, tweeted a cryptic prayer hands emoji with the caption, "Protect Brat at all costs." Some read it as solidarity, others as shade. Meanwhile, love and hip-hop stars dove straight into the chaos. Yandy Smith reposted a fan's comment saying, "When women use love for clout, it always ends in tears," sparking her own mini-war in the comments section. Carly Red, never one to miss drama, jumped on IG Live and said, "Listen, Judy, been shady. This ain't new. Brat should have known." Even outside the hip-hop world, celebrities were buzzing. Wendy Williams, stand-in host, dissected it on daytime TV, calling it one of the messiest celebrity baby scandals ever. Charlamagne Tha God went off on The Breakfast Club, saying, "If that leaked audio is real, Judy played Brat like a fiddle. That's psychological warfare right there." But the reactions weren't just gossip, they triggered deep cultural debates. Some activists within the Black community accused Brat and Judy of perpetuating harmful narratives by choosing a white donor. Others, especially queer couples who had also gone through IVF, pushed back, saying, "You don't know the medical process. Sometimes you don't have choices. Stop making it about race when it's about science." The clash created a heated divide, turning the scandal into something bigger than just celebrity gossip. It became a conversation about identity, culture, and authenticity. Meanwhile, the LGBTQIA+ community found itself in turmoil. Some praised Brat for being vulnerable enough to share her motherhood journey, while others accused the couple of making their love look like a publicity stunt. One viral post read, "When same-sex couples use babies as PR, it sets us all back. Love shouldn't be a storyline." Then came the fan wars. Team Brat versus Team Judy. On Instagram, fan pages dedicated to Brat were flooded with messages of support. "We stand with you. Brat, you didn't deserve this mess." Meanwhile, Judy's loyal followers fought back. "Y'all acting like she's the devil? Every mom makes tough choices." It wasn't just messy, it was emotional, personal, and consuming, and the media wasn't letting up. Entertainment Tonight ran a segment titled "DA Brat and Judy, Miracle Baby or Marketing Stunt?" while Rolling Stone called it the most controversial celebrity baby story of the decade. Even CNN Entertainment dipped in, analyzing how the scandal showed the intersection of fame, fertility, and personal branding in the social media age. But the most chilling part of the reaction, fans were openly predicting divorce. Twitter threads went viral speculating how Brat would file, what custody would look like, and whether Judy's empire could survive without Brat by her side. Some even mocked up fake court documents and posted them as memes. The reaction wasn't just messy, it was devastating. Brat and Judy weren't just fighting behind closed doors. They were being torn apart in front of millions. And if insiders were to be believed, the marriage had already reached a breaking point. Because according to new whispers, the final twist in this scandal wasn't about the donor. It was about betrayal on a level nobody expected. Just when the world thought that chaos couldn't get any darker, the final twist dropped, and it made every headline, every meme, every gossip blog look like child's play compared to what insiders were whispering behind the scenes. According to alleged leaks, surfacing from people very close to the couple, the tension between Brat and Judy wasn't just about the donor choice or the PR stunt accusations. No, the scandal reached a point where fans started whispering that the baby's father situation may have been completely different from what the couple told the world. One alleged insider claimed that the white sperm donor wasn't just anonymous. Instead, whispers say Judy already knew who he was and that he wasn't just some stranger from the cryobank. Allegedly, he was a man she had ties to in her past. A connection Brat may not have fully known about until after True Legend was born. If true, this would mean Judy wasn't just hiding details. She may have blurred the line between a fertility choice and a betrayal. The story took an even sharper turn when a supposed friend of a friend leaked DMs claiming Judy had confided to someone years ago that she'd never fully trusted black male donors in the IVF process, insisting her child would be safer and more marketable if the donor was white. Whether true or fabricated, these alleged screenshots sent fans spiraling. Twitter timelines blew up with accusations of Judy being strategic with her child's identity, while others defended her, saying she was simply caught up in the stress of IVF and public scrutiny. But the darkest whisper came from alleged crew members of Brat Loves Judy. According to one explosive claim, the show's producers already knew about the donor controversy long before the public did, and allegedly wanted to spin it as a plot twist for ratings. If true, that would mean not only Judy, but the network itself may have been complicit in hiding or exploiting the truth for entertainment value. That revelation added gasoline to an already raging fire. Brat. Usually the tougher half of the couple was allegedly devastated behind closed doors. Sources whispered she felt blindsided, betrayed, and used for a storyline. Brat really believed this was her miracle baby. One insider allegedly revealed she didn't want drama, she wanted peace. But Judy wanted headlines. Then came the rumors of divorce. The whispers grew louder, with fans claiming Brat had already met with lawyers, not only to discuss splitting assets, but to ensure custody arrangements for True Legend were crystal clear. Nothing has been confirmed, but the speculation itself was enough to send social media into a frenzy. One viral tweet read, "If Brat leaves, Judy loses everything. The brand, love, the story, gone." And yet, as messy as things got, the couple remained cryptically united in public. Judy clapped back at bloggers. Brat posted pictures with True as if nothing was wrong. And together they issued vague love conquers all messages on Threads. But fans weren't buying it. The tension was too thick, the rumors too detailed. It felt like the calm before a storm, the kind of storm that could either destroy them or somehow cement them as reality TV's ultimate survivors. The cliffhanger here, allegedly. One final bombshell episode of Brat Loves Judy is in the works, one that insiders claim will reveal everything. Whether that means confirming the donor story, exposing a deeper betrayal, or watching Brat walk away from the marriage remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, the drama isn't over. Because if this really is about more than just a baby, if it's about branding, betrayal, and the survival of a marriage built under the spotlight, then the next move, Judy and Brat, could decide not only their future but also their legacy. And fans are left asking the one question that keeps them glued to the story. Will Brat and Judy survive this storm? Or is this the beginning of the end for hip-hop's most controversial couple? Wow, what did we just witness? This wasn't just another celebrity gossip story. This was a full-blown scandal that cracked open every secret Brat and Judy tried to keep hidden. From the donor controversy to the whispers of betrayal, divorce rumors, and the shocking possibility that their entire pregnancy journey may have been more about branding than love. The layers of this drama just don't stop. But now it's your turn to weigh in. Do you believe Judy knew more about the donor situation than she admitted? Do you think Brat was blindsided? Or do you think she went along with it until things spiraled too far? Was this all just a messy coincidence, or do you think the baby really was part of a bigger PR strategy to keep their show alive? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I want to know exactly where you stand. Are you Team Brat, believing she was the victim in this situation, just trying to build a family in peace? Or are you Team Judy, defending her choices and believing the internet is blowing things out of proportion? Trust me, your opinions are going to fuel the next chapter of this story. Because if we've learned anything, it's that this drama is far from over. And let's be real, the next move they make could change everything. Will Judy double down and defend her truth? Will Dupart walk away from the marriage? Or will they shock us all by standing together against the world? That's what makes this story so addictive. Nobody knows what's coming next. So, smash that like button if you were just as shocked as I was. Hit subscribe if you don't want to miss a single update. And turn on notifications because the next twist could drop at any second. This isn't the end. This is just the beginning of a scandal that might shake hip-hop and reality TV to its core. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.